Okay, guys. So let's start doing the portfolio I just showed to you. As I said, we will do it in two sessions. So let's start. Let me close this one and start anew. Okay. Okay. So guys, if you want to participate and write your code with me, I will go step by step. If you want, just open Visual Studio and get ready because we will start now. Okay. So first, I will start opening a folder. Okay. Yeah, I just opened a folder. Okay. Create a new folder and it's empty. Just I will start with the HTML page. I'll call it index.html. Okay. And now, if you remember the shortcuts, the HTML5, this one, that creates everything you want. Or there is another shortcut I didn't tell you. It's exclamation mark. This one. Click on it. It's the same thing. Okay. So make sure these tags is with you because it's important to the page we will create. Okay. Last call for if you are opening the Visual Studio. We'll start now. So yeah, let's begin with the title. I want to create portfolio. Let's call it responsive. Okay. Save. So first thing we want to do our structure, our HTML structure clear, so that we will not get confused because we have a lot of code today to write. So we'll start doing the hero section. So I'll start by section tag. Okay, I have a section tag. Okay, what I want inside, I want a hero section. I'll give it a class name. Called hero. Okay. Now, let's see what we want to include in our hero section. As we said, as we saw, there was a text in the middle where I'm saying introducing myself. So I want in this division to be, I want H2, say hello. I am, for example, someone. Okay. If open my server. Okay. So now this is our progress now. Okay. Okay. Let us give this division class. Okay, we'll include also let's put a break new line. Then H3, heading 3. I want to introduce more. I am Hey guys, I'm going step by step and I'm seeing the chat. If you have any questions, be with me and be active. And if there is something you want to wonder about or have a question about it, let me know. And we are here just for that. We are here to explain what we are doing. I can just give you the tutorials and that's it, but we do it so that you can ask freely whatever you want. Okay? So one thing about here, I will do just a span tag. then around my name. Okay, I close it. Let's see good. Okay, I just added the span tag. Let's now just finish. I just want another thing. Let's do a break, line break, and a link. I want a link about me. Give it class name, bold button. Save. Okay, there it is. Okay. So now we finished the first section, which is the hero section. This one right here. It's very simple. We just want to edit it more. So let's create a CSS file. I'll call style.css. You guys, first thing you want to do before you do anything, just attach the style sheet to this HTML file. So how we do that? We use here inside the heading tag below the title I'll write link tag, or I can reference the style sheet I just created. So I will start style sheet and save. So now everything I will write in the style sheet, it will be implemented here, inshallah. So make sure you write this code, because without it, the program won't tell if you want to perform this sheet or not. Okay, so let's do our basic step, is putting everything to default. I'll do it quickly. Embedding also 0. Put everything in box sizing, order box, font size, font family, or font family. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we did a section tag. Let's edit it before we do the next sections. So I want to edit the section tag, so I'll pair it by its name. Just write the tag name that you want to modify and open brackets. Okay, we'll do padding 100 pixels and save. Let's see if the changes are correct. Yeah, you see here, they were in the beginning of the page right here, but we added a padding. So the padding from the right or the left is 100 pixels, and from the top as well, and from below, and from all dimensions. Okay. Now let's. Oh, sorry. We will have multiple sections. Okay, but we have a hero section, so we want specific styling for the hero section. So instead of writing just section, I'll call it by class name, by its class name. So a hero, I just put the attributes I want. The position of the hero is relative. Minimum height is 100 viewport height. Make sure that your units are correct. It's not pixel, it's view height. Okay, basically we talked about it last time. The view height, view width, pixels, and percentage in last time. So I want in the background, I want a picture. So I will write my URL here. Okay. So I didn't add any photos, I think. Yeah, I don't have any pictures, so let me wait. Okay. If you guys have a pictures for yourself, you can use it. And if you want, I will share with you the photos that I use that you can use also. So portfolio. Okay. Hey guys, I added my images here. Okay, that I will use. Okay, let's us. Okay. What is the use for border box? Okay, can you show the style sheet part again? Okay, the style sheet is here. Okay, so you can see it and just I will answer the question. What is border box? Okay, border box is basically putting every element in your web page in the box format or box sizing with the padding, margins, etc. I will show you if you want. Okay, I have it here, box sizing. Okay, it's adding the padding and border included in box form. So, and the star here is referring to every element in my page. So I want every element in my page has margin and padding 0, has the styling of border box. Border box here is just a value from menu. If you see box sizing, it has content box, initial, and set. So I use usually border box. Okay, what's this? Okay, cool. Is it okay, edit? You want if you want further explanations, let me know if it's okay. If you understand it, okay. Let's continue. Okay, cool. Thank you for your questions. I love people asking a lot because whenever you ask, there's also somebody that maybe don't know this question or didn't pay attention. So we all benefit from this. Okay. So now we added the URL value here. Let me add my image that I want in the background. So by doing backslash, it will show you all the options you have in your file, all the photos you have. So I'll just use cover1. Okay. Okay. What else? Okay, let's continue. I want it to be a cover. Okay. So background size cover. Use background size cover. Also the positioning of the background image to be wanted to be right top. Right. Okay. Display flex. Justify content. And space. In. Okay, let me save. Okay, everything is centered now. The cover page. Let me check it. Okay, it's correct. Oh, I forgot to remove this. Okay. So guys, I'm just checking. Let me add it here. Okay. Open now. Okay, add this. Let me show you again how to do it. Okay, so we use the background property and URL value. Okay, so I'm doing backslash. I guess you just put image in the HTML. Yeah, I can. We did it previous a lot of times. This is a new way you can use it in the background as a cover image. You just choose your image and save. Okay, it will show here. Okay, let's do some editing about the text now. We finished. We did the hero section. We did this. Let's do this in H2 and H3. Okay. So there's the code. You can see it here. I'll add the. Okay, we want to edit the H2 so that it appears well. So hero plus hero that has HTML heading 2. Okay, let's increase the font sizing. 3 em. Color. Font weight. Last thing. Line height. 5 em. Okay, check. Okay, now the H2 only became white with the specific format we did. Let's make the same for H3, this one here. So basically we'll take the same thing here, hero.h3, and let's add its font sizing. Make it smaller and font way. Also, I want the color to be white. Last thing, weight. This one be 500. Let's save. Now it's good. Okay. Okay, so we did the hero section, we did H2, H3. Let's just edit my name, so make it bigger. So that's why I put it in the span, because now I can refer to this section only with the span. So I'll go here. It's inside the H2, right? Here we put this. And because it's inside the H2, we will call it by the parent, the tag that's inside the parent, and our specific tag, which we want to edit, which is span. I want it to be bigger than this, so I will get the font size 1.5 em. So basically, it's 150% of the normal size, and I want the font weight to be bigger. So I'll just put it 700, for example. You will see here. So then your name is a lot bigger, and that's what we want in the portfolio. Now we did H2, H3. Let us do the link. This link here. So okay. So I'll call it by its class name. Let me save this. Okay, so my link I want from button, I'll make it more count. Just put this color. Gray background, stay inline block. Color, like I want it black, and margin 20%. Okay, see the shade. Okay. Okay. Line height, is it like the size of the font? Yes, it's the size, like it has more height. Yes, please. Okay. why we are using div under the section tag. Okay. So good question. We talked about divisions a lot. It's because we have a lot of styling to do. It's a way of organizing, and divisions has a lot of benefits. We just give it a name, text box. Okay, so that we will have many text boxes throughout all the portfolio. So we just give them all the name text box, and we will edit it. We will edit them just with one code in the CSS, so that we will save much time, and yeah, it will be easy to see, readable, and not complex. So we talked about it in the first session, and we shared the recorded video in the group, so you can go and see it, full explanation. Okay, I hope that clarifies what we are doing at DT. Okay, no other questions, guys, before we continue? If you want the code bigger, if you want anything, I'm here. Okay, let me explain what we just added now. Okay, we are editing now the button. So you can see here, if I save, about me changes. It has background to be gray and color black. but we want to give it more visual formatting. So I'll do the padding. It's important. I want from the top and bottom to be 10 pixels, and from left right to be 30 pixels. So now it's more like a button. We want to edit more though. I don't want that underline. Okay, guys, so far so good. Yes, got it. Okay, thank you all. Okay, so if I want to, for example, remove the underline from a link, we said it before from text decoration. This one right here, text decoration, I set it to none. I don't want any decoration. So you'll see the underline goes away. And let us add more. Okay, I want it to be bigger, so font size be 18 pixels. Uppercase, text transform, uppercase. And letter spacing, 2 pixels. Last thing, we want to set the font weight as everything else. We'll just keep it 500. And let's see now, my button is here. So I think it's more visible now, it's more complete. Let's do the header. You remember the header that has the home, about, and projects. Okay, let's add it from the HTML. So this is the CSS code if you want to complete before we go to the HTML. Any questions? So far so good. Okay, now let's go. Okay, yeah. So now let us give coding more space. I'll add before the section here tag. Okay. I want, for example, I want a logo, so I'll do it in a like a link. Okay. Let me give it class name as well. Let's name it logo. So here shows up here. We'll try to bring it. Okay. Inshallah, in a second, let's finish everything in the header so that we can do the styling. So we want also a division for the menu that's on the right hand side. So we'll add this division and we will use it later. But now we'll just focus on the header. So I'll give it a class name called Toggle. Okay, anything else? Okay, we'll add it when the time comes. Okay, let's add my list. So to add lists, we will use the unordered lists tag, this one, UL. Open it and give it a class name as well. We will just give it a class name called menu. So that's our menu. Okay, let me add, to add items, use the li tag, which listed items. So what I want inside the list item, I want home, about, projects, etc. Right? I will put them in a links so that when we click on them, they're clickable and we can navigate through the portfolio easily. So I will name this home. Okay, let me just copy it for all pages. We have home, we have about, we have learnings, I'll display what I'm learning now and my projects. And last thing, we want to contact. Okay. So I have now 5 listed items. If I save, we are here. Okay. Now let's go to the editing. I think we finished everything. So let's minimize this section, the hero section, this one. Okay, this section, okay. Or I will keep it so that if you can compare what you have to what is here. Okay, now let's edit the header. Okay, so I'll go to my CSS file and start doing the header. So to call the header, we just refer it by its tag name. It has no parents, so header. Okay, one of the position values is fixed. We use this so that our header keeps is visible whenever you are in the page. So whenever you are in projects section, the header goes down with you, so it's fixed position. Okay, I want in the top, so I will just set the top value to 0. I want it left, so I will put it 0. Okay, I wanted to take the full width of my page, so I'll just set the width to 100%. As we said last time, the percentage we use here to, like, it's the percentage here is relative to its parent. So our parent from the header here is the whole body of the page. We don't have really a specific parent. So the full width 100% of my screen. So the header will be expanding 100% with padding. Let me maximize this so you can see, because you have to hide the units carefully, because sometimes it happens to me. I just mess up some units. Instead of percentage, I write pixels and all messed up. So make sure you can do everything. Display, property, I'll display everything in flex. And we specify flex, so we have to do justify content and align items to space around, for example, and align items. Okay, center. Okay. Let me see the page now. Okay, so the heading is not here for now. So there's one property called z-index. This one right here. Basically, what the value you want. So I want just put, for example, 1000. So now they appear. Basically, they were behind the cover image, so you couldn't see them. But using z-index to anything, you set what items you want to be in the front, what items you want to be in the back. So I set a high value for the header so that nothing comes on top of my header. Okay, now we finished the header. Let's now edit everything here. Okay, so this by flex. Okay, first you could see the portfolio in the top and the lists below it, but using flex, it basically puts everything in the header in columns, right? And we use a space around. There's another value called space between. This one, basically see the change here. There is a space here, space here, space here. That's a space around. So it will give spaces around every element, but the space between, it will eliminate the spaces in the sides. So when I click save, you will see the portfolio becomes in the left corner and my list is in the right corner. Okay. So now we finished the header. Let's now edit the logo. So we finished our header here. Let's edit my logo here. Okay, so I'll go down. I'll call it by its parent header logo. And that's the way you reference to a class name. by putting the period behind the class name, so that the program knows that the logo is not a tag name, it's a class name. Okay, I will explain it more. We have many tabs. We have also to reference for ID. Just you write hash and put the ID you set. So that's the way you reference to an a tag by its name. But logo here is the class name, right? So you have to reference it by putting a dot below before it, and the ID here is basically saying you have to put this hash, but we don't have idea, just showing you how we call stuff. Okay, I want my logo to be what? Let's make its color white. Okay, I would same the same coloring I use throughout the page. I want it to be big, font size be 24 pixels, and I want it to be uppercase, of course. So we used it before, text transform, uppercase. Okay, let me save. Now it's white, it's all uppercase, and font size increased. Now let's continue. I don't want the underline, as we said, so text decoration. Okay, set to none. And last thing, we want to make it more heavier using font weight. The biggest thing ever. And letter spacing so that it becomes more visual and have more space. So let me save. Now it's clear and it's clickable. So basically you write here your name. If you have a logo, branding logo to your work, put it here, or just put my name, Salman, for example. Let me save, it'll be Salman. Okay, we finished the header, we finished the logo. Let's now do the list. We will ignore the menu now. Okay, but the menu, the toggle, okay, I'll explain it later. Okay, let's do the UL, the list. Okay, my list here, I want to make them more. So basically, I want them next to each other. So I'll use flex property also to make them beside each other, not on top of each other. So we will edit now what the list, right? So header and tag name I want to edit. Basically this one, as we said, it's inside the header. So we write header UL. So basically this code edits every unlisted list or every list inside the header tag. And we just have one. But this is the best practice because in the website usually you have many unordered lists, many logos, so you have to be specific, and we teach this here so you know it from the beginning. And that's the way all professionals use, yeah. Just make your code clear. Okay, we will do a section for the hero. We will do another section for my about. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, let me do the list first, so we get it finished. So I just put its position to relative, so that it's relative to parent. It comes whenever I toggle the menu. Okay, I want it to be flex, as we said, display flex. Okay, so you now see everything is next to each other, but it's not good. So let's edit each one by its own by specifying more. So I'll take the same thing, header list, but now this time I will edit every listed item inside. So I'll just add listed item tag. Okay, but I want the listed item. I want it also to be relative and remove these dots. So let's do the position grid. And to remove the dots, we use what? List styling. Okay, set it to none. Save. Now the underlines, the dots now vanished. Let's now edit each link of them. We edited listed items. We will edit now each link, each a tag inside a listed item. So I'll take the same thing, copy and paste, and add the tag I want to edit. So what I want from each link, I want to make its position relative so that everything comes together. Explain line block. Line block. If you guys have any questions about these, I have a good resource so that you can see it. I study from it actually. Let me just finish this and I will explain. If you want anything, if you don't understand anything, just let me know. We can go through it together. I'm here just for questions, guys, and explain what we are doing. I don't want just we do copy and paste and that's it. And we have already the project is big, so we'll split it in 2 sessions. So you want to be focused, and if you don't understand anything, better to ask. And I don't mind, honestly. I'll get both the color of them light, and I don't want any text decoration. So now, as you can see here, they are all next to each other. We added margin. Okay, the 0 here is the margin from top and bottom, right? And this one 15 pixels from left and right. So you see here 15 pixels between each of them. Okay. Okay, what's not white? You can choose a font color. Save. Changes. So maybe I made a mistake. Let's remove this. Let me revise my code. It's position relative. Okay. It's inline block. It has motion, text decoration. I don't know why the colors doesn't work. Okay, so basically all of this works because the margin works. If I remove the margin, it should be different, right? So yeah, my reference is correct. But now let's add margin now. Should work, I don't know. Maybe let me try again. Color. Then choose one of them. Save. Okay. Sometimes it happens to me. I will just stop the live server and share it again. Close the last one. Okay. Text creation. Oh, I forgot to put the semicolon. We close this. Okay, what I want to do next. Okay, save everything. What is the inline block actually? Okay, Roger, nice question actually. So the default for the position for the display is the default one is block, right? This one, block. But now the block it gives its elements a strict size and padding and margin. Okay. Okay. There's also the difference between inline block and block is that it's the same as block, but you actually can define its margins, its padding, its size, etc. We have also inline alone, which is oh, sorry. Oh yeah, inline also it will not work. It has a different meaning. So that's the difference between the normal display, the block, and inline block. It gives us the opportunity or the chance to edit sizing, padding. So you see here everything separated as we sit here. Okay, let me leave the color now. I have many important things to do. Object later. Okay, now we finished the hero section. Okay, let us this is the hero section again. If you want to copy anything, okay, so okay, we finished the hero section here, right? We will now make a new line to another section for the about me. Okay, let me bring this here. Okay. I'll give it a class name as before, class name, but in this time it's called about. Okay. So now what I want in my about, I want a header and I want a paragraph about myself and a picture actually. So I will add the heading using h2 tag. Okay, about me. Okay. Actually, we'll have a TD. Okay, you guys. Okay, so you asked it before why we use divisions. Okay, so in this case, I will explain why we edit revision here. We'll have multiple headings throughout our page, right? So I'll give this heading a class called heading, okay, and put my heading inside it. Okay. Now every heading I have, I will put it in a heading class so that they will have the same formatting as we will see now. Okay, I put my heading about me, save about me here. So now, what I want else? Yeah, the paragraph and my picture. Okay. Division. Bold content. So what my vision is, I want a division that includes the paragraph and the image. So my content will consist of a paragraph and image. So I'll add my paragraph division and let's name it the content box. Okay. And simply call a paragraph tag. I prepared a paragraph about myself. Okay. Let me copy it. Now you can see, okay. Let me just maximize this. Okay, I bought my paragraph. Let me put a heading as well, H3. Says, for example, I am a For example, I'll stop. Let us just minimize this paragraph. Okay. We save, go to the page. Okay, so heading here, this one. Okay. Also my H2. Now I have in my content, I have heading 3, which says I'm front-end web developer, and some description about yourself. Okay. And close the B tag on this one. Whenever you finish, let me make it here. Okay. So this is my paragraph. Okay. Now inside the content as well, but outside of the content box. So the content box is my text, and below it I want an image, right? So I'll put it inside the division. I'll tell you why now. I'll call it class name with 50%. Okay. So I want my photo to take on 50% of my page, and the paragraph beside it 50% as well. So you can actually add 2 class names to one element. So here in the content box, add here space, then the same class name as we said with 50%. Okay. So now we will style with 50%. We will style on both, but the content box we can edit it by calling content box only. So we can edit this individually. I'll put here, as I said, my image using image tag, as you said, guys. Okay, thank you, clear. Thank you, Boja. Okay, clear. Okay, so I'll put the source of my photo. Just put any photo of yours. Okay, what I have, I think it's this image. Okay. Yes, this one. Okay. Oh, okay, what else? Yeah, that's it about me. So let's make this more visual. We have content box and we have the image. Okay, and that's my section right here, my about section. This one. We have a heading. We have content, which includes my paragraph and my image. Let's now edit this in our CSS. So now let's go to the CSS and edit the heading. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, yellow. All clear? Did you write everything? If you are clear, guys, if you wrote everything, if you don't have any questions, say yes to me. Yes, clear. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, others? Okay. Okay, let's go to the CSS. I'm with you so far, so good. So thank you, Boja. It's the only one. She's the only one seeing the updates. It's good. It's good. Okay. Let's now do. Okay. So what we want to do, we want first to edit the heading about me. So I'll just call heading. Okay. And why I didn't call it parent, the about, for example, because as I said, we will have many headings inside each section, the contact us, the projects, everything, so that we don't specify the heading inside about me only. We decide all the headings in my page. Okay, what I want in my heading, I wanted to take the full width 100% and text align. Be center, I want it to be centered. And I want margin from anything below it. So instead of using margin, I'll use margin bottom. I'll set it to 30 pixels, fair enough. Make it black, the same color I used. Let me save. Let me show you guys the progress. Okay, so this is the hero section with the portfolio now, everything coming with us. Okay, now it's about me, it's centered, taking the full width of everything. If you want to check, guys, it's a next step, I use it a lot. If I want to see an element clearly, I go to the CSS file, okay, and I just put border for it. Okay, let me make it 1 pixel. Okay, solid, make it red, for example. Okay, if I go now here, okay, I will see what my element takes place in my page. So as you can see here, about me takes 100% of my page with the paddings. Okay, it's taking 100%. Okay, so now I know my code is clear. I can remove it. So first, if I want to see what this in my page, I just put a border and I can judge what I want to do. So I did all these steps before, guys. So this some of the ways you can easily see your elements, because many projects will have many elements, so you can see the border of all of them. Okay, I removed the border, I would save. So my heading now is good. Now let's edit the H2. Okay, we edited the heading class. Let's edit H2 here. So I want to edit just some more. So I will call heading and the tag name I want. Okay. Heading H2. Okay. I want it to be more font weight, to be 600. Just guys put the numbers you want, but make everything consistent so that everything looks the same. Also by the font sizing, make everything make sense. So if you put your H2 font size 30 pixels and font weight 600, your H3s and your paragraphs should be less than that, okay? And I want a margin bottom as last one. I want it also to be 30 pixels. Okay, you can see the change. Yeah, so my H2 here has maybe 30 pixels. I can see. Okay. Yeah. Let me make. Made it H2. Now next thing, content. So that my whole box. Okay. So let's now do the content. It's a class name, so I put dot content. Sure you write it correctly. So if I want my border, for example, what's my content? I don't know. So let's make it solid, 1 pixel red. And see where is my content. So this is basically my content. This and the image as well. But I didn't edit it right now, so let's leave it. Okay. So let's move border. Okay, what I want in my content, I want everything to be flex so that the paragraph comes in the left-hand side and the image in the right-hand side. So I'll use what's flex. Okay. Specify content, I'll use the space between also, as we explain it. It puts space between elements. but not like space around. Space around basically puts spaces between elements and between the sides from left and right. Okay, but space between will eliminate the spacing from the right and left. Okay, I'm with you so far so good. Thank you, Boja. Max, from scratch to epic. Yeah, everything the first will be like really bad, but once you apply the CSS, you'll feel more satisfied. But really good advice. I want to tell you, be patient. And sometimes you will see things don't work with you. It's just maybe a semicolon, maybe a syntax mistake, or maybe you forgot something so obvious. So be patient and don't stop at anything. Just review your code consistently. And you are guys with me. If you see me do things that doesn't make sense, ask me. Maybe we change it. Maybe we explain it. Okay, I edit my content. I just want to be flex and space between. I totally get it at simple mistakes of previously. Yeah, you told me, Boja, you did the HTML but CSS didn't work, but you found out some mistakes. Yeah, patience is the key. Good call. Yeah, amazing. Okay, now we edited the content, right? This one. Let's make the content box only my text. So I will take content, copy, paste, dots, content box. Make sure that your spelling is correct. Preferably you just copy this, copy and paste it so you avoid grammar mistakes. Oh, okay. Okay, let me actually do content box only. We will have more content box so that they share the same formatting. I'll just put one thing, which is the padding. Padding. Let me see what I'm doing now. Hey, the border is still here. Oh. I didn't save. For the padding, right? Pixels. So there is a space between the content box and its border. We go. Yeah. Now you see here. It's taking left-hand side, the paragraph, and the image in the right-hand side, right? So I want them to take or share the space 50%, 50%. That's why we made the class called 50%. So we just know what we will do. We will do here below dot 50% with 50% or whatever you call it. Okay, and min width to be 50%. Save. Go here. Okay, so paragraph taking 50% and the image taking 50%, but it's too big, so I have to edit it, inshallah. But let us now see what is this. Okay. Okay. Patience is the key. Okay. Did I miss anything? Let me check. Okay. This one. Should I do something about it? Yeah. Let me put a margin so that the heading has a margin from below. So how we refer to it, the H3, this one here, the header, this one. So I put H3 that's inside content box, right? So how I write that? I write content box and H3. so that I will edit my h3 inside my content box. Let me do a padding or what we said margin, right? So yeah, margin. 10 pixels, not much. I want to increase its size so that it's more clear. 24 pixels. Save and see. Now I have margin and its size increased. Okay, cool. Oof. Now what? Yeah, let's edit the image. So since the image is big, I will just type image and give it a width or maximum width 100%. So 100%. Let me save and check. So yeah, it's taking now 50% of my page, 100% of its parent. As we said before, the percentage here is relative to the parent, so 100% of its parent. So if I want to know its parent, I simply go to the HTML file, see the image. Okay, its parent, a division called width 50%. So it's taking 100% of the 50% we bought. So it's basically taking 50% of my page, as we saw. Okay. Now, let us take a look. Okay, so this is my website now. Okay, the cover image looks good. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Okay. What else I want to add? Okay, let's edit just the header here. Okay, right? Yeah, let's edit that. Okay. So we will make the header have a background to be specific and move with us. So now I will show you how we use it. It's a new way, but you can learn it as well. Okay, so let's start. Okay, go to the HTML file, guys. Okay, we have now so far the header tag. I'll minimize. We have the hero tag or hero section. Okay, we have about section that we just finished. Okay, below the heading, the section about, right? What we want to do, take a space and add a script. So we use script. Okay. Put the type please to text. So what we will use now, we'll use an object called window. Okay, called window. What object window is, basically, it's okay. So the window generally refers to the window that's running in your website, right? So this page right here. So whenever I write window, okay, window, yeah, this one. Okay, it refers basically to the window that's running inside your current page. Okay. Okay. So if I open this window in another tab, okay, basically now we have two window objects. Although they are technically within the same website, but we have now two window objects. What we need for now from window object is using it to get access to the built-in functionality of the browser. Okay, I'll explain what I mean now. So at least we know what window is. It's an object that has many functionalities that we can use. One of them is add event listener. This one here. Open your brackets and just stop for a second. Let's explain what's add event listener. Okay, so what's the event? Events in programming languages are just like in real life, signals when something happened. Okay, when an event occurs in a program, the application sends a notification to the rest of the code, essentially saying, hey, something happened here. Okay, so the events just give us notifications or signals when something happens, and we get to select which message we want to be sent. Okay, for example, when the page loads, okay, when I open a page, now there's an event called when the page loads. There's also events called when a button is clicked, okay, and even there is about events that fires when the orientation of the page becomes landscape changes, etc. There's many events, a lot of events, but we will use now one of the events that we want in our header here. What we want, we will use add event listener that gives us the ability to access the events. So basically inside the brackets here, we put between quotations the event name, right? So I want my event scroll. Yeah. Okay, comma, and what a function. Okay, function, yeah. This function, it's doesn't have any parameters. Let me maximize this. Okay, so you put your event here. You have many events, but we will use scroll because we want when we scroll to do a certain event. Okay, so I will open my function here. Okay. Yeah, let me just. That was what I wrote. I forgot to edit just the semicolon here. So JavaScript, we use semicolons to end the instruction of code. Now go inside the function here. Okay, what we want to declare a variable. Okay, I will name it whatever you want. I will name it header, so that's clear to me. I will use document dot query selector. We explain it. Okay, not this one. Query selector. Query selector. Yeah, this one. Okay, open brackets and inside it define your selector, right? So basically, I will explain what you want to know is this function here. So query selector basically goes through your document, your file here, searching about the specific selector that you put here. So if I put header here, okay, this code basically will search about the first header that it will count, right? So first header we have in the page is this one, right? So it will take this value and put it in my variable here. So my variable here has this value, right? Put a semicolon to end your instruction. Okay, what I want to do with my variable that has the header value. Okay, so I will tell you now, just put your variable name dot class list. Okay, class list actually has many functionalities. Okay, like add, remove, but we use toggle as last time. Okay, put my variable. I will name it sticky. Okay, and in the window object, let's scroll by this one becomes greater than 0. Okay. So now, whenever if I scroll down, okay, this value will be added to apply to header, right? Okay. So let us see. Maybe here. Inspect. Okay, let me search about the header. You guys can see. I think it's a little small. Okay, so inside here's the header. Okay. Okay, so where's my header again? You can guys see. Okay, let me check the chat. Okay, Layla, that's why they ask developer if they are detail oriented or not. It's a big advantage. Yeah, I think you're talking about the organizing of your code and divisions and classes and this topic. Okay, let me finish where is my mouse? Okay. Now we added window, add event listener. Okay, we set our event. We want the scroll event. Okay, I wrote the wrong one here. Window dot scroll y, not screen y. Scroll. I'm lazy to write it by my own, but I will have to now. Okay, scroll y and save. Let me go to the page. Inspect header. Okay, so now as you can see here, in my header here, you see here a word called sticky, right? So whenever I go to the top of the page, you will see where's the header? Yeah, header here. But whenever see the change here, whenever I scroll down, it's called sticky. Go up, not sticky, now sticky. Can you see, guys? The sticky change right here. Tell me yes, tell me no. I think you can see it, right? Okay, this one right here, sticky. Okay, basically whenever I scroll down, it's become a sticky variable. We assign the sticky. It's like being there so sticky. Is it like being there so sticky? What do you mean? I didn't understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that the code works. So now it's assigned the value sticky to the header. Whenever we scroll down, when the scroll down becomes bigger than 0, means yani when I scroll down, we assign the sticky to the header, sticky state to the header. So now when we see, there's nothing it changes the page, but you can see here in the inspect mode, like when you scroll down, not disappearing, right? Yeah, it's not disappearing as you can see here. Salman here and header. Okay, it's being sticky, so it's running. Now we want to do. We want to tell the program when it's sticky. I wanted different styling, right? I will explain what I mean now. So let's style it from where. Yeah, from here. Okay. So let's go to the CSS now. Did you finish? It's this code right here. I just edited this to scroll Y. Scroll Y, okay? So now let's go to the CSS. Where's my header? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, I will go below my header. Okay, copy, paste. And I want to edit the header when it's sticky. So I will just put sticky. when I sticky, what I want the program to show, I want to be background, for example, white. See here, let me make it white. Save. Now when I scroll down, you will see the background becomes white, as you can see here. Okay, so now it's working. Okay, let's continue with the sticky one. Okay, I want different paddings, for example. Up and down 20 pixels, and from left and right 100 pixels. I want the box shadow. Let's try it. Basically, you put a shadow, it's like it will add some visual stuff. So I go here, I want 5 pixels, 20 pixels, and RGB. Put this to 0. I don't want any colors. I want it to be just black. Save. Go. Okay, you'll see the paddings now changing. And it has some shadows right here, as you can see here. You will see shadows here. Okay, that's what we added. Let me try this again. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll go to the header. Where is the list? My list here. Oh, I put it white. Yeah, it's white. Why it's not working? Okay, let me check. Okay, relative, inline block, margin 10. Okay, so the color, the only one is not running. Okay. Okay. Let me do a big version, see if there is a change. Okay, save. Yeah. Okay, so my reference is good and my margin is running. Okay, let me say 15 pixels. So we have them here. Okay. I set the color to white, right? Let me change the color, make it green. Save. It's not working. Okay. So my reference is, of course, right. But there is something with the color. Did I write any colors before that prevents to be? Let me see before. We set the logo to be white. Let's change it to be green, for example. Save. I don't know. Okay, remind guys what we did? Yeah, we did the sticky one. When we scroll down, we want where's my header sticky? Yeah, this one. We want the background to be white, some padding, and some box shadow. Okay, but the logo is not showing up because it's white. So let's do the same thing. I want the header when it's sticky. Okay, then add logo custom. Okay, so I will just edit the logo when it's in sticky mode. So I just put the color to be black color. The same color I used, 111. Save. Okay, so the logo here, as we said, put your name, put a logo, it doesn't matter. But now whenever it's in the sticky mode, it's black, but when I scroll up, it becomes what? Becomes white. Okay. We can add some transition. If we go to the header here, and transition, like half a second, okay, you will see the change here. It's a smooth, little smoother now. Is my sharing? My sharing is not the smooth, but I think you can see the change. It's taking 0.5 seconds to do the action, not instantly. And if we remove the transition, see the page. Okay, I removed the transition. Let me save. Okay, so you'll see it's changing in no time. But we want to add animations. You can try it. You can see it better because the presentation is not clear, I think. It's okay. You got the idea, I think. So it takes. Okay, you know the idea. Okay, what else? Okay, we finished the header. We finished the hero section with the text, the button. We did about me. Okay, we did 50% width, 50% for the image, and 100% for the section. So far, so good, guys. Okay, let me see the comments. Okay, some websites, their header disappear when you scroll down, and you have to go all the way up to reach the navigation menu. But with the sticky, it will stay then, even when you scroll all the way down. I guess, yeah, you are totally correct, Naila. Yeah, perfect explanation to what happens to some websites. Yeah. Okay. Do we need anything here? Let me check. Okay. I think we finished. Okay, let me show you guys one thing also. It's for this button right here, okay? Okay, where's the code for button? It will be in the beginning. Okay, button here, right? Okay, so this is the formatting for that button. But for example, when I want to point on it, when the cursor is above the button, I wanted to do an animation, for example. So how you call that that one? You simply put button and use the hover, this one. Yeah, this one. So basically, you're telling the program whenever you hover over the button, I want, for example, to change its color, to change its width, to make it circle, anything you want. Okay, let's change the color. So my background, I want it to be blue, for example. Okay, like this. For example, whenever it's becoming blue, whenever I point on it. Let's give it some transition time. Also 0.5 seconds. Okay, you can see here of the instance. If I increase the time, for example, make it 1.5 seconds. Save. It will take much time to get to blue. Okay, it's also pretty cool. I don't know, but I prefer to use the same transition to everything, so I'll stick with 0.5 seconds. So put your number, put anything you want, see which value fits your program. Let me see the comments. Everything good. Okay. What do we want to do now? Okay, now we finished two sections, home and about, right? Let us make the learnings one, which you present what you're interested in, what you are learning now, what's the project you want to do, etc., etc. Okay. Everything good so far? Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Do you guys want a break? If you want, we can take 5 minutes break and finish the learning one. And we will call it for today. We will, in next session, if you want, we'll do the project and contact, and using the responsive. When the page is small, I want to display it like this. When it's big, I want to display it like this. We'll have it in the next session. Okay, خلاص. Take 10 minutes break, and we will come back. 10 minutes break. Start, please. Okay. I will keep the code here in case you want to revise your code. Let me make small. Okay, you can go, guys. Thank you. We'll be back in 9 minutes. In pixels. Okay. Now I think you can see more. So we changed the button to hover, and we changed the sticky one, right? So yeah, this. Okay. I'll see you guys. Okay, show the HTML part. Okay, I will show the HTML part. Assalamu alaikum, hey guys. Okay, our break is finished. Let's finish quickly. What's the time now? It's 11 o'clock. Okay, we will not take much. We'll finish it quickly, inshallah. The next section is easy. We'll finish it, inshallah, in no time. Let me share with you the current progress. Okay. Okay, close this. Okay. So guys, I want to check if everyone is here and say ready. Say ready if you are ready. Yalla. Okay, first ready is here. What about the others? Yalla guys. Inshallah will not take much time. Okay. Okay, yalla, let's start. Let's be on time. Okay, so guys, when you just said you want to see the HTML, I figured out the problem with these links and why they are not showing. I figured out why. Yani. Okay, so basically here in our list, right here, okay? Okay, so the mistake is I put the text outside the link. So this is the link tag, okay? I should put all of them inside the A tag, okay? But for some reason I put them out, so they are not taking the color white, that's why. So I'll take the home and put it inside the link, and hopefully it works. We'll see. Paste, paste, forward. This one. Let me make it more visual. So this one. A. Okay. Let's update. Wow. Okay, so that was the problem. It was so easy. But yeah, patience is key. As I was about to say this, yeah. Okay, thank you anyway. Okay, so everything we did so far is good. The header comes with us, and the button returns blue. Okay, the margins, the paddings. Okay, the photo is now good. Okay, let us know what add section. Oh, you see here my links here is white. So let's make it black like this one when the state is sticky, right? So we'll do the same thing when the logo is sticky, but I will change the logo with dot ULLIA, okay, like this one here. Okay, so this is the null list. This is the list when the header is sticky, right? So I'll just change the color. I want the color to be black. Where is my black? Yeah, this one. Okay, save. Okay. Yeah, I put dot here. Done. Now we're good. Okay, so whenever I go there, comes white, black, all good. Okay, let's now add the section for learners. Okay, so we will go now to the HTML file first. Okay, this is my header. Okay, let me minimize it, and the hero section as well. This is about section. Okay, let's go below the about section, but above the script. Okay, above the script, I want to add a section. I'll call it my learnings, for example. First name, learnings. Hey guys. Now let's be patient and we start. Okay. So what I want in this, the same thing, I want a heading, like about me. This one, I will take the code for the heading and put it also for the learnings. We'll keep the same class name so that they will share the same styling, but change the text. Okay, my learnings. Okay, so now it's the heading. It's here, taking the same formatting as about me. And that's why, if you're asking about why classes, why divisions, why all that, it's making it easy with just this code. I will edit all the headings in my page. Okay, let's continue now. We added the heading, okay? We now also inside the section, but outside the heading. What I want to show my stuff, right? So I'll show it in the content. So I'll create a division. It will have all my content, else content. Okay, like this one here. Okay. We already edited the content, so we don't have to edit it anymore. We'll now add what I want inside my content. I want to show an icon, for example, and a header, and some paragraph explaining what I learned, okay? So I will add a class, division. I'll call it learning. Okay, so far so good. Okay, what I want inside my learning box? Three things that I mentioned. I want an icon. So I already downloaded icons. Okay, so I'll put my source code here. It's inside file images. And I want icon 1, for example. Let's see what will appear. Yeah, this icon, okay. Good. Header, UX, UI design. And I want a paragraph. Orion, save. So this is my paragraph. Taking too much, so I'll minimize it. Just this. Oh, let's make it. No. So that's what we edited inside my content. This division right here. Division learning box. I have icon 1 and my title here, this one, and the paragraph. Okay. I want to show many things like this one. So okay, so I'll just copy my learning box. Okay, copy it all and go below. Okay, I have learning box 2. I want 6, for example. Let's go from the beginning. I have icon 1. Here I have icon 2 with full stack. Okay, save. Okay, let's edit the third one, icon 3. That's my icon 3. What I want to show, this the end one in the product. So I want for stack of development, CSS. Okay. Okay, let me close this. Okay, I don't want icon 3. Icon. No, I don't want icon 4. What I want is okay, C++. Icon Python. Where is Python? Yeah, this one. I don't know, React. So these are my learnings. UX UI design. I take courses in full stack web development design. I study HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, C++, interested in Python, learning about React framework. And I think it's okay now. So I downloaded 6 icons with 6 headings and 6 paragraphs. Okay. Let us now edit them. So this section is now complete. Okay. So, did you guys keep up with this learning books? So they all have the class name learning books, as you can see here. And they have different images with different specification. Okay, so I want to specify what my learning is. So I will edit here in my heading tag. Okay, I will just put a paragraph, simple paragraph. So currently, I'm learning some courses, programming languages, and frameworks. Save. Now I have my paragraph here. So let's make it here and here so that you can see it, guys. Okay, so I have inside my learnings class this one here. I have a heading. Okay, this is my heading. It consists of H2 and a paragraph. So let's separate it. Okay, so this is my heading here. And I have 6 inside my content. I have 6 learning boxes. Okay, we'll make them as a box, everyone box, and make them beside each other. Really nice. So let me save. All good, guys. Do you want, guys, the icons or any photos? Are you working or don't have an icon, or just keep doing what we are doing? So if you want the icons, I'll give it to you. Okay, Max said okay, so it's okay. Okay, so just 1 second, I will bring my icons. Where is it? Okay, 1 minute, guys. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, 1 minute, just 1 minute. I will upload them on the drive and provide you with the link. 1 minute, guys. Okay, guys, so this I will uploaded all my images, all my icons, everything I use in this link. So check it out. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. And guys, I will, if you like these icons, I will give you a link or a website that really helps doing logos for free. But at the end, inshallah, if you want, stick with me. Okay. So where are we? Okay, we just finished our learnings. Let's now go to the CSS and edit them. So I'll go here below the image, dot learnings. Let me copy it so that I avoid everything. So now I will copy my classes, oops, my class. I want in this to be background black. Okay. So everything here is black. Okay. And what I want to do is go here in the heading, class, add a class name also called white. Okay, save. Okay, so I want in this heading white to be color white. Okay, so let's copy it. White, copy. Okay, and the color to be white. This one. Okay. Save. Now my heading is white. Basically, what I'm trying to do is one page white, one page black, so that I will have a heading. In the normal heading that we set here with a black color, like this one. And we have also a class heading white for those headings that has a background color black. Okay, so now let's modify the content, which is this one. We modified the heading. Let's now go to the content, copy. Okay. Learnings. Dot content. Okay. So as you can see above, we have many content classes, like we have in the hero section, we have in the about. Where's the about? Yeah, we have content in the about also. So we previously edited the content. We want every class that has content name to be displayed flex and have space between them, okay? So now let's edit some of the content in just the learnings class name. Okay, so little things we will add. Display flex. The content center. Everything to be centered. What else? Flex wrap. Wrap. Save. Okay, so everything now here. Good. Flex direction. Good. It's up here, as you can see here. Learnings content. Everything flexed. Okay, it's centered here. Everything is centered. Okay, we want to break this in the center here and the icon center here. So we'll edit everything individually right now. So we finished the content. Let's close the about section. Okay, so I have my here section, my about section, and my learning section. Okay, we edited the heading, we edit the content. Let's now edit the learning box. So we'll edit all of them. So let me copy this. And check. Okay. So I'll take this same exact copy, paste, and bot learning box. Check if it's correct spelling. Margin pixels, text to be aligned center, and last thing, add some transition, same as always. So as you can see here, they are all individual boxes with the icon, the header, and some text. Okay, all of them. Okay. Now let me maximize the font size for you guys so you can see. Make it 4. Okay, now better. I think it's better. Oof. Like this. Okay, so that's why we flex wrap. I didn't change anything, guys. I'm just checking next direction. We column so that they're on top of each other. Yes, better. Yeah, I know. Okay. Do you remember, guys, I want when I hover over them, they change the color, just like the button here. If you remember, we'll do the same code. We will take the same reference, okay, here, but add over. Okay, so whenever I hover, I want مثلا the background to be the same color we got. This one. If now check, yeah, it's now good. Yeah, everything good. Okay. So now let's edit some. We edit the learning box. Let's edit the images that we bought. This we edit learning box. We edit content learning box. Let's edit the image. Then H2. Then the paragraphs all individually. So I'll take the same thing here. I'll just edit the images. What I want the images do, I want them the max width. So they all have the same width. 80 pixels is enough. And they are black. And they didn't change the color like this one here because they are images, right? So we don't use just the color property. We use a property called filter. Yeah, and invert. I want to invert them to white. So they are inverted now. And they all have the same size, like the icon, this icon was big. They all have the same icon size. It's better now, let's make them center, right? Let's just finish step by step. So we edited images. Now let's edit the H2s. Okay, I will take the same thing. Copy, paste, but H2 this time. Okay. Guys, what we want from the titles, the headings, we want them bigger than the text a little. Okay, we want to set a margin, like they are not sticking with the icon and the paragraph. So let's make that. Okay, let's first do the font size, 20 pixels, and add the margin. You want margin from top, for example, to be 10 pixels, and margin from the bottom be 20 pixels. Save. Now it's more better. Let's make the font weight. Just do not forget it. 600. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Let's see now the website. Okay. So the header comes with me. Button now. About me. Everything good. Okay. Now we have the icons. Okay. Let's minimize this. Maximize this. Now let's revision. Learnings.content. Okay, I want them flex, centered, and let's make this row. Okay. See. Now I changed the okay, so they are now good. Okay, so what I changed, guys, I changed, where's my content? Yeah, this one. Okay, I changed flex direction from column. This the row reverse, is the row, first, initial, column reverse, column. So we'll use row, it's best for now. Okay, so it will look like this when it's full size. This is the desktop size, I think. This is the desktop size. So they will appear like this. Okay, in mobile phones, they will appear like this. Okay, yeah. Okay, let us go back to the code. So what I changed here is this one in the learnings of content. Just change flex direction to row instead of column, so that they will be better. Okay. Okay, we finished this. Let me revise on this. Headings, cool, margins. Okay, guys, I think we pretty much finished our 3 sections here, as you can see here. This is the hero section. Okay, about me, bottom. You can use this bottom to show some details about yourself, show your CV, show your work, etc. Maybe another website, maybe the same website. Okay, I will show you guys how you do it. We'll do it now. We have about section. The image is good. The paragraph is good. Okay, it's okay. Learnings. Okay. So I'll try to do what. If we go here to the header, okay, you will see the header. Whenever I click on it, it will go to the same page, right? It will go to the start because I bought the hash here. So what I can do is put in the hero section, we added a class called hero, right? We'll add, you'll use this time the IDs, right? I will use ID, I'll call it home. Okay. And same thing in the about, I'll put ID, called about. Okay. Okay. Now let's try them here. You just take the ID name that you set, copy, and put it here in the link. Okay, it's hash home. Okay, do the same thing with about. I called about, ID name called about. So let's save. Let's see now. Whenever I click on this, it will go to about. Whenever I go this, it will go to home, right? Okay. Let them be some transition from where. See the header thing. Where's the header? Yeah. Do you know, guys, if you want this to look smooth, you go up here. Okay, first thing here in the star, make scroll behavior too smooth. Okay, let's save, and now it's now better. You can, guys, try it. It's really good. Just simple code. Okay, scroll behavior too smooth. Okay, what we did, we just copy paste same new projects. We have only 3 sections, right? Home about learning. So home about learning. Okay, I didn't set the learning class, so let's take this copy, go to the learnings. Okay, add an ID name called me. Okay, whenever I click on learnings, it will go here, about here, home here. Also, we can edit this button to, where is the button? It's where? It's called about me, right? It's in the hero section. So go hero section. Yeah, that's it. Hear me. So I'll just write here about. Save. Whenever I click on this, it will go to the about. Okay. So everything now works smoothly. Okay, guys. So we now officially finished these 3 sections. Okay, hero about me learnings. Okay. Next time, inshallah, because now it's 11:30. I don't want to take much time every time, so I split it to the portfolio to 2 sessions. Okay, next time we'll do the project and the contact. Let me show you the one that I did. Okay, this is the one I did. Okay, now we will do what? We will do the projects. Okay, projects field. You will show your latest projects or the projects you know, view more, and last thing, the contact us form that you put your contact info, and if an option for customers or anyone to contact you through messages. Okay. Okay, this is what we did for now. Okay, we want to now edit because we want to add also the responsive, because when it's, you see, it's not good right now if it's small or big. So we'll use media queries for that next time. So next time we'll do just 2 pages, really simple. Then we'll redesign the project from a mobile phone perspective, from iPad perspective, from desktop perspective. So all of them be consistent and look good. As you can see here also, when I minimize this, it will look like this, etc. Okay, inshallah, Max. I really, guys, appreciate your attending the sessions, and I'm happy if I can help. I just want your honest opinions about my way of presenting. Am I too fast? I'm too slow? And if anything that you want to improve in the next sessions, let me know in the feedback that will be sent to you by email. It will be sent to you already, I think. Okay. Okay, guys. I have a. Okay. Yeah, sure. Next time. Yes, Pooja. Thank you, Max. This was enjoyable and so educational. Okay, I hope you benefit from it, Max. And I had good productive session. Thank you, guys. Okay, and be honest in the feedback because I read every single comment, inshallah. And I will post the recording also for this for those who didn't come for some reasons. We'll continue project and contact. And I have a suggestion, guys. If really, if you want to continue this on Saturday, I'm free on Saturday. يوم السبت. If you guys want to finish this on Saturday, the same timing, like from 9 to 11. What do you think, guys? Can you attend? Is it okay for you? Thank you, Layla. Okay, thank you, Pooja. I have issues with the URL image. Is there any other way? Yeah, you said it before. Just put the image in the HTML, and maybe in the CSS, use it as a cover photo or something like that. But inshallah, you will find some mistakes, Pooja, in the recording. I will provide with the recording the source code so that you can download it. If you want, I will also include CSS cheat sheet, which I can display all these properties with their all values, so that you can search about them. If you have a question about one of them, search about it. What's position relative doing? What's background size doing? So you can search about it. I will include the source code and CSS sheet. Okay, we will check that again. Thanks. Okay, guys. So last question before we end. Are you guys okay with Saturday? Same timing?